All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Let me quickly share my screen. Yep. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible to all. We can. Yeah, I hope my screen is up for you all. Yeah. Okay. So today we're gonna look into the Microsoft Power BI, which is a data analytics tool, and yeah. So which is a data analytics tool which is provided by Microsoft. Before moving into that, I will be discussing about the basics of Power Apps and how Power BI is directly coming in like under the Power Apps. Okay, yeah. Okay, so before moving to our presentation, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Aditya Kumar, and I'm currently a Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador at Microsoft, and I'm a six times Microsoft certified. I have also mentored an Imagine Club three times. Okay, yeah. So moving further, I have a great challenge for you all guys, which I have already shared in the chat. If you're not able to find that, you can just scan this QR code. What you have to do is after scanning this QR code, you will be getting to one challenge. Let me go through it. When you will go in this chat box, yeah, you will be landing on this page, the Plan Explore AI. What you have to do, you have to just sign in with your Microsoft account, and you must have the Learn Microsoft account will be there. Oh, you have to just sign in. You will be getting to know. Let me sign in first. My voice is not. Oh, wait. Let me stop sharing. Is my voice audible now? Okay, so what you guys have to do when you will log in with your Microsoft account, you will be getting onto the space. And what you have to do, there is one learning path. You have to just complete it. For me, I have already completed it, so it is showing complete. After completing it, you can share this achievement in your social media. So it's a great like module for if you are new to AI or some you want to know. Yeah. Okay. So in this you can see where there are various paths which is gonna help you regarding the Microsoft AI tool. Okay. So this I want to share that you can just scan this QR code and start working on it throughout the session. so that you can achieve the levels in this app. Okay. Wait, yeah. Okay. Moving further to Power BI. So, like before we are gonna talk about Power BI, I will let you know how to reach to it. Okay. So you can go to Power Apps first. Yeah. So just you have to search Power BI, and there is the Power BI app. Okay. What you can do, there are lots of other features. You can introduce the Power BI in Teams or wherever you want. You can embed it in any of the websites you want by just sharing the dashboards. I will be more discussing about dashboards, how to create dashboards and all, and how you can link your like Excels and how you can make the various dashboards. Okay. And apart from this, you can introduce this Power BI in Teams also, or like suppose you create any of the websites, you can just show your dashboard to like your websites, okay, by embedding the code into it. So for now, let's move to the introduction first. Yeah. So, what is Power BI? Basically, Power BI is a tool uh, which helps the organization, and also it can help you also if you want. Like if you want to organize some data, and if you are in startups and all, so it might help you because it's a if you download it's a desktop version, it's will be a free for you, but you are not able to share on Teams on or SharePoint like this. But for learning purpose, you can just download Power BI on desktop. Yeah. So what it does, so basically it helps to organize and visualize data from different sources. Suppose you are using, like suppose you are creating an app. From their app you will be giving like taking out the ratings for your websites or something else, or suppose you are working in a company and you have various lots of data like orders data is there. You suppose you want to like search how many females are there in your company or males. Apart from this, you can just create out the filters also, like how many females are there in the company who have like less, more than 3 years of experience, like this you can do. Okay, so what it does, it's basically connect you to data and clean the structure. Basically, it structures the all the data and visualize it on the dashboards, which will be like anyone can read that easily. Yeah. So moving further, so what happens actually in Power BI, the data visualization is there. So once you collect the data in any of the forms like Excel or so let's suppose Microsoft Forms and all, so it is if you are seeing if you are managing the data in Excel, it will be like quite time taking to read that. So for apart from this, like the Excel part, what you can do, you can create the same thing in Power BI, which will be a visual representation. Excuse me. Yeah. So that Power BI can help you in that also. So whenever you are presenting in front of your any of the manager or you're presenting in like any of the pitch, or you can just if you guys are participating in Imagine Cup, it will be very helpful to you because if you want to show the previous data, this is gonna help you all very much. Yeah. So okay, so let's suppose I have taken here an example of profit versus number of years, like profit, how much profit we are getting in like in years. So you can see the visual representation is here, The same thing you can create with the Excel, uh, but uh, but in Excel you have to like create some formulas and all. But in Power BI you have to just set this is my Excel data, and you have to do like this. This will create for you. So this is the benefit you will be getting in Power BI. So let's move further. Yeah. So why I'm talking about Power BI? Because Power BI is a leading tool across the other tools as well. Apart from this, you can go for Tableau and all. So Tableau is one of the tool which is same as Power BI. Okay. So what differentiate Power BI is basically like lots of companies are depends on the Power BI to like visualize their datas in day-to-day life. Okay. So you can see 97% of the Fortune 500 companies use Power BI only. So you can know that Power BI why is so much like helpful for them, and it have over 6 million customers sold. Okay, so here you can see the number of companies which are using Power BI. Uh, like you can see the Salesforce, Tableau is also here, and like Google and all they use that. Okay, so let's move further. Yeah, this was I was talking about the Power BI desktop. This is free for use. Okay, so if want to create a dashboard on your own, like you are a beginner and if you want to learn about the Power BI, you can just download the desktop version of it and get started with it after watching the videos. I will be sharing you the resource of this workshop. In By that you can go through the various modules of Power BI, how to use it, and if you're a beginner, it will be very helpful for you. Okay. So what you can do in Power BI desktop, and desktop same thing you can do data analysis is there, report creation tool you will be getting, and it also include Power Query Editor, and it's 100% free as I told you. But only one thing is missing in that you cannot you will able to like create your dashboards and all, but you are not able to share with the other. Like if you want to integrate with the Teams app, if you want to embed any of the website, that will be a paid version for that. So for that, if you want that also, you have to pay for that. Okay, so if you are a beginner, but desktop will be a very useful tool. So let's move further. Okay, so Power BI services. So basically, it's a cloud-based version. So you need not to, if you have purchased this, you need not to go again and again to your desktop and use it, because all the analytics run on the cloud. So everyone can see via internet. Okay. So as I already told that it is not available for free version, like free. If you are getting it for free, it will be not available. Okay. And also, after report generating your reports, you can freely edit it any at time because it is stored at a cloud and it will be synced automatically. And yeah, so you can share the reports and all. Okay, let's move further. I will be going through this all interface as well in this session, so you can check on that also. Yeah, so here comes the Power BI interface. Let's move to it. Just I told, just go to your favorite browser, just search Power BI. This will be appearing on this. Okay, here you can see home, create, browse, data lake, one lake, apps and monitor and all stuff. And here is your workspace. So yeah, we are talking about the interface. Yeah, so Power BI has a three views. One is report, data, model. These are the three important views in the Power BI. Okay. Yeah. I will be discussing more about the Power BI, and one of the Power apps I used to like the Power Automate tool, which automates your every work according to your needs. So I like that Power Automate stuff also. So for this session is gonna be about Power BI, but I will, if time permits, I will be discussing Power Automate also. Yeah. So okay, let's move further. Yeah. So here you can see the Power BI interface report, which is in Canvas. And yeah, see here the thing which appear like the visual representation and all, it is called report means Canvas. And apart from this, you can find a filter plane. Okay, the filter plane is very helpful as given the example of that how many females are there in a company who have more than 3 years of experience. So in these cases, you can use filters. Okay, moving further. Yeah. So here comes the visualization pane, which is depends upon you how you want to create visualize your data, like through a bar graphs or via chart. It basically depends upon you how you want to create and you want to analyze the data. Okay, here comes the data pane. Basically, it is for like suppose if you want if you have a column, let's say if you have a column of uh, let's say countries. Okay, so what you can do from here, just select the density. It will be automatically known that it is basically a countries or cities. So in this way, you can use this thing. Yeah. So the one thing dashboard I talked about this dashboards in starting. So we will be now getting a deep dive into this how to make dashboards and all using Power BI. Okay, so before moving that, I have a case study analyzing customer churn. Okay, so what is churn rate? Basically, it's a rate at which customer stops doing the business. So we want to analyze the customer churn. Okay. So what you can see, you can continue to fill the bucket with water. Water is nothing like customer. But if your bucket is leaking, you will not get increase in your revenue. Okay, so this is the basically a case study, or I have given the example. Like suppose if you're filling the bucket and if it is hole is inside the bucket, it will be leaking. So revenue will not increase. So we want to calculate that rate. Okay, yeah. So what are the steps to you have to follow? Firstly, you have to check the data, and secondly, you have to explore it how the data is varying. And third thing, you have to analyze and visualize the data. And fourth thing, the dashboarding, which you can do on Power BI. And at the last, you can communicate insights with the all your owners or let's suppose your managers and all. Okay, so let's get started to Power BI app. Yeah. So here you can see supers like various dashboards are always there, like templates, you can say. So templates will be there. You can explore into this. What you have to do, you have to click on create, and here you will be finding a different things to add. Or like you want to Excel, or you have a CSV file, or you can also do one thing like if you have like you want to paste the data manually, you can do it. Okay. So for now, let's click on Excel. Yeah. So one good thing in I found in Microsoft 365 apps is like they are all interconnected. So what is it's asking for file path and URL. So basically it is asking for the SharePoint on which you have the Excel workbook. Okay. So if you have any work like Excel workbook, what you have to do, just go to SharePoint, and here you can upload the like work file and just create a link and you can copy paste from here, paste there. Okay. One more thing you can do here, if you save your workspace like the Excel file in your OneDrive, you can do browse it from here on also. Okay. So second thing you have to do a create connection. So let me now just randomly pick one of the file from my OneDrive. Yeah, suppose I have a feedback form. So let's suppose we connect this. Okay. So here you can edit your connections also. The connection is already shown in there. And here comes the authentication kind. So it's basically for me, it's I'm using the MLSA account, so it will be in organization account. For you, or you can use a basic account or you can use anonymously also. Okay. You're not signed in, you have to sign in. So click on sign in first. Yep. Here you can see you are currently signed in and you have to click on allow this connection to be utilized for either on premises and just click on next. One more thing, you can upload the file also if you are not, if you haven't any like inbox like in SharePoint or either on OneDrive, so you can upload directly. So here you can see Excel have table one and sheet one. So I will be clicking on table one. So these all the data I have. And if you click on the sheet one, these all the data I have. Okay. So let's create for table one. It will load your data, preparing your data. It will take some time. Let's wait for this. Okay. So let it be finished. Apart from this, I will like to discuss about the Power Automate thing also. So Power Automate is also a Power Apps which is useful for day-to-day life. Suppose, let me give you a brief example for this, and it's still loading. Okay. Mm, Okay. So firstly, I will be like to discuss about this the dashboard, like the interface of the Power Automate also. Here you have. Oh, okay. Before moving into this, I will like to tell you what is Power Automate. So Power Automate is a thing which basically automate your process. Suppose if you are, uh, let's talk about the sessions only. Suppose in this session I have lots of participants. So for every participants, I have to create a certificate for them. So why I do why before what I used to do, I used to create a Excel file and take the attendance of the participants, and from that I will write on the Word file. I used to just copy the names each and each. And suppose if it is for 10 or 20 people, it will be good. But if you're talking about, let's say, more than 100 or 200 people, then it will be a very big task for you to like write a names on each word file, and also after that you have to create that word file into PDF and have to also share to the participants mail ID. So it usually takes lots of more time. So in that case, if you are doing any task repeatedly, so that can be done by a automate. So in that case, you can use the Power Automate thing. Okay, let's check. It's working. Okay, still loading. Yeah. So let me go to the interface now. So here you have home. Here you can create. If you are clicking on create, what you can do, you can create a automated flow, cloud flow, which the flow will be running on cloud, and you can choose an instant cloud flow also. And if you want a scheduled cloud flow, what scheduled flow cloud flow means, like uh okay, suppose you want a bot which messes in your teams or in your team, like whenever the person birthdays come. So suppose you want to create like this, so you can schedule it whenever the person's birthday will come at morning at specific time. That bot will be sending you a message that happy birthday or at the rate that person's name. Okay, so you can do all this stuff via scheduled Cloudflow. Okay. And also, like in Power BI, you have a desktop version for this. Our also for Power Automate thing, you have the desktop version for the same. Okay, okay. So before moving further, I would like to discuss uh, this module. So I hope you all guys are doing. Let me again put the same message so that everyone can complete this thing. You have to just complete one module only. In that modules, you will be getting to know about the AI, generative AI and all. Okay, yeah. So suppose you wanna follow up mail message on Teams. Whenever anyone mail you, so if you are very lazy to open mails, so you can get a message on Teams. So what you can do now, because all the things are now integrated with AI, so what you can do in Power Automate is simply you can just so I hope my screen is visible. Let me reshare my net. Work fluctuations is there. Wait. Yeah. Now I hope my screen is up for you. Okay, so you can analyze the emails and get it sent it to your specific on person's teams. Okay, so this is taking a long more time. Go to workspace. So basically, that folder is taking a lot of time. So I can get to this Teams Analytics. See, suppose I have created a Teams activity analytics. So suppose I want to see how many people are visiting or attending Teams. So this will be all recorded in this. So here you can create like this visuals like this. And if you want to create a bar like this, you can create one. Okay. Okay. So this Power Automate thing, we are gonna more looking into this. So I was talking about that certificate thing. So what you can do, you can create automated cloud flow. So for now, I have already created my flows. So let's go to my flows. Here you can see a webinar flow. I have created webinar certificate. So what is does? I have linked it with a Microsoft form. So whenever anyone fill that form, it will trigger the flow. So whenever the participant fill this form, what it will do, let me show you. Yeah, here you can see, let's go to designer. Okay, firstly, you have to connect via the form. Okay, so for now, it is showing invalid. Mm, Okay, so I have to re-sign in with my account, so it will be showing that. Okay, so let me explain the process how it is done. So whenever the person or participant submit the Microsoft forms, it will get triggered. So what I have set is, you can zoom into this. Yeah. So it will get a response details and it will copy on my SharePoint. Basically for this, I have created one SharePoint website that you can do very easily by going to SharePoint, click on Homes, and from there you can create a site for you. There are two types of site. So if you are a now student, you have to deal with the communication site only. So just create a site here, you will be getting redirected to that. There you will be finding, for example, I have created the certificate. So this interface, you can manage all these things. And here you can see document pages, certificates, and these all you can customize by your own. Okay, so what I have done, I have created a document in this. Sorry, I have moved to certificates. So here I have uploaded a certificate template, which will be picked by this Power BI, sorry, Power Automate thing. Okay, so it will copy all the data from the Microsoft Forms and it will copy it to my SharePoint and it will update the property file properties. Then it will get the file content for this. And I've moving further, I have connected my OneDrive in this. What OneDrive will do? Basically, OneDrive, wait, yeah. So once it will be in SharePoint, the names will be written on the Word file. So I have used OneDrive because I want to convert that Word file into PDF. So I have selected here the convert file option. So what it will do, it will convert the Word file into PDF, and then again it will create a file too. Means firstly, I have created a file here, which is a Word file. Now I have file 2 in the same name, but it is PDF. So again, it will update the properties, and also I have given the command like once it done the PDF I get in the SharePoint, it will delete the one Word file from my OneDrive because if I didn't use this operator, that lots of Word file will be stored on my OneDrive, which I don't want. So it automatically delete that Word file also. And after creating that file, sorry, PDF, that PDF will be sent to your emails. So I can open that email. So for now, I have set this kind of format for the email. See, two will be selected the same as you fill the form first. From there, it will be getting your email ID. So email ID, subject I have written, these things you can write it. Okay. And it will basically send you the emails. So for now, let me open Q&A. You guys are not able to open the chat box? Wait. Yeah. Now I have opened the Q&A also for you all guys. If you want to ask any of the questions in between, you can just ask in that question. Here you will find a Q&A. Here you can ask your questions or you can directly ask in the chat box also. Yeah. So from here, you can just send out the emails to your respective participants. So this is how Power Automate will help you to reduce the repetitive task. In the same way, Teams, this Power BI also helps in the same way. Okay. Because it will you need not to create a like Word file or something like charts and visualize things and again and again. Okay, what you have to do, just link once work you have to do, and for rest of the months or year it will be automatically doing for you. So this is how the Power BI and Power, say, Power Apps will be a good option for you if you are like a person who are more interested in creating apps and all. So you can explore this also. I will be not looking into this in this session. If if we can, if feedbacks comes, and we can take a specific session for the Power Apps also in future. Yeah. So I hope you guys have like completed this thing, that module thing. Please complete it, and you can just share it on social media by tagging me. And okay, so yeah, that's all from my side for this session. Now we can quickly do a Q&A session. Let's go to Q&A. So firstly, basically Power BI works on the Power Microsoft app, Microsoft account. So you must have the Microsoft account. Then only you can create a Power BI account. Is it necessary to have organization account? No. That's what I am telling, that you can use Power BI desktop version freely on your personal accounts, personal Microsoft account. You need not to have that organization account every time. Can you share the link which we yeah, I will be sharing. Let me stop sharing this. I will share the resources for this. I just dropped the resources for this session in the chat box. Yeah, I will be sharing my socials also in very few moment. Wait, socials. Okay. Okay, I will share it later. And how to use Power BI in free? Same, you can use the Power BI desktop version. Thank you, Abhi, for joining the session. Power Automate can automate the copy pasting Excel sheet. Yep, you can do use Power Automate in copy pasting these things, because if you are repeating any task, you can do in Power Automate very easily. Is the Power Automate somewhat like ceiling library? Okay. To Power Automate is a language specific. No, basically in Power BI you can use Python and on the coding languages, but not in Power Automate. In Power Automate you can use it very simply. Like you need not to know the coding languages. Just you if you're able to, like, you have logic for that, you can use the Power BI. Oh, sorry, Power Automate. Okay, last thing, let me share you one more thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me share my cells. Yup, I have shared in the chat box. I hope you are able to find the chat box. Let me ping in this also. All right. Thank you all for joining the today's session. We'll hope you like this session. We'll meet you in the next session if you want. Keep in touch. Thank you all guys for joining this.